Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is Dominions 4. So I made a few changes, like I always do, between videos, and I'm going to let most of them be surprises, but I will go over a few things. One, I have decided to send Ursula off on her own to take the throne. I think she's ready. However, I didn't like how long it took for her to spell up, so I removed two of her spells. I removed Strength of Gaia and Personal Regeneration. Why did I do this? Well, Strength of Gaia had three effects on her. One, it basically gave her bark skin, which is a protection of 10, and also caused her to be susceptible to fire attacks. Fire attacks are quite common, and her iron skin raised her protection to 20 anyway, so that aspect was kind of nullified. Next, it increased her strength. That's fine and all, but it wasn't really necessary. And third, it gave her limited regeneration. Again, that's very nice. Maybe, if I get injured seriously in this next battle, I will slap myself and say, should have kept that regeneration. Because, though I'm not sure if it's the same in Dominions 4, in Dominions 3, regeneration also reduced the chances that you would get an affliction. However, there's a new spell now, and a new item in this game, Dominions 4, that reduces the chance of you getting an affliction. So maybe they took that away from regeneration. So, by watching the previous battle, I determined that I was never hit by anything, in which case regeneration was kind of unnecessary. Bear in mind, though, that I'm fighting against normal, everyday troops. If I were to go up against, say, whites, like we did in an earlier battle, who have magical weapons, Ursula would be in a lot worse of a position, may get pretty hurt. I'm hoping that her high number of hit points will save her from that, or just in general that we avoid that situation. I'm also moving Surreal up here. Why? Well, it's a risk. I may lose this battle. This is pretty well defended, but right now I'm hurting for money, and I really want to start making some progress against my enemies. And the best way to do that is to conquer forts, not provinces. Provinces can be easily retaken. They're virtually worthless, except for a couple gems and a very small income. Forts are what matter. So if you can capture, siege, or otherwise just negate an enemy's fort, you're helping yourself a lot more. So I'm taking the strategic choice here of trying to take this fort in White Peaks. Okay, I'm also forging a few extra items and doing a couple other things, but moving on. I'm a little nervous to see how things work out with Ursula. Hopefully things will be okay. Alright. Oh, I changed my research up a little bit too, because with the Universal Drain event that took place last turn, my research numbers were really hit, and it'll take forever to get to the next level of construction. So I decided to grab some low-hanging fruit first, such as enchantment and I believe conjuration. Gnome lore, no new sites. Arcane probing, no new sites. Voice of Apsu, one new site, yes, Kinese Plain. I cast some Claymen, a summoned magical troop that I'll show you in a little bit. Bloody Bob cast Voice of Apsu, another new magic site. Voice of Apsu, if you'll recall, is water, so I've got two new water sites. What I need, however, is earth sites. I am really low on earth gems. I also summoned some killer mantis, manti? I don't know. And some leogryphs, which are lion griffin things. Just again to show you some summons and to bolster up my army. I have a lot of nature gems, not so much money. Okay, White Peaks, Surreal. How's it gonna go? Let's watch. Wind Riders, the usual. I moved in my mages with the troops to keep them a bit more safe. I'm not too worried about this. But my troops are looking a little small, and I lost a Sarush. Don't know when that happened, but again, I mentioned in my first episode, they're not really the world slayers they look like. I mean, they look like these big, horrific creatures, but they fall pretty easily. They don't have very good defense. What's good about them is they scare things, which is always a benefit. And we won. Did we lose anything? 6 spear guards, so we really need to refresh, and I'm working on that. I have a troop summoning. I'm recruiting troops in the previous fort Surreal captured, and I have a commander there to ferry them over. Alright, Pizux, Batman is being attacked, but now his army is ginormous, so we'll see how that goes, and yeah, you fellows aren't going to do anything to it. We've got a High Priest, a Shade, another Sauromancer who's hiding behind a tree, and a Bane. I don't expect much from these folks. Beastie Boy entered the fight, so here's his menagerie of animals. My mages have started buffing, and now they're going to start going on the attack. There we go. We can speed this up. You can see the Blade Wind has limited effectiveness against armored troops. It still hurts them, but just not as much as you would like. Animals, by the way, are fun, and you can raise them in large numbers, but you'll notice that their protection is god-awful, and, well, Ursula-awful, I suppose. And, they, don't last very long. Although against these guys, a couple penguins would probably last a long time. They weren't very organized. Kind of a stupid battle. They lost their High Priest, 9 Elite Warriors, and 11 Shades. I lost 9 Wolves, which is pretty much nothing because wolves die very easily. Okay, Ursula, all by herself, trying to take a throne. Will she get diseased? Will she get killed? Let's find out. What? Huh? Okay, this is not Ursula. This is the other battle. Without Ursula, you'll notice I have grouped all of my mages, my Gudus, there in the middle to protect them from flying enemies. I have learned my lesson. I also set my front lines in double line formation, just to provide us a bit of cover. This is more of a force than I was expecting. This battle is going to come down to my mages. If my mages work hard and do what they're supposed to, we should have a chance. My troops alone are not going to make this happen. Still though, I'm a little nervous. If the troops decide to cut and run, my mages are all alone in the world. And the ranged attacks are getting close to me. I'm not too worried about my air Gudus because they have mist form, but my earth Gudus are very susceptible to arrow fire. Not my best moment, I must say. Doesn't look like anyone's died yet, though. I believe they've all been Legions of Steel, which should increase their protection, and it doesn't appear so. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. Legion of Steel makes your armor better. Now, what that means in real terms, I honestly don't know. 12 protection for this NKU Spear Guard. 12 for him, but didn't I see one that was lower? Okay, so I think they're normally 9, and Legions of Steel gives them 3 more. I'll take it. Phantasmal Warriors. Not particularly useful. Come on, guys. We are surrounded by ogres. Blade Wind is not being super effective. Neither is Lightning Bolt. I am a little nervous still. And yeah, now I'm really nervous. Okay, I'm glad the ogres are cutting and running. That makes me feel better. Okay, oof. That could have gone really, really badly. Really, really badly. Did I view the wrong battle there? Because I could have sworn Midgefens was where Ursula was going. Yes. No, what? Did I just mess everything up? Griffa? Okay, I sent Ursula to the wrong province. Whatever. Not even gonna wonder how that happened. But let's see how she does now. So we got her Earth Power. Her Lionesses are taking a few arrows for her. Misform. She should now have Iron Skin, and she should go into battle. There she is. That was cool. She took out all those guys in one hit. All those guys. Wow, she is quite the warrior. This guy's like, hey, fight me! Fight me! Oh, you'll get your chance, buddy. Alright, Ursula. Killed some province defense, but you know, I'll take it. Midgefens. We lost 18 of our troops, but remember, a lot of them fled, so we're not going to have the full amount. We lost a lot of our hornblowers, but we took out 81 troops. So we're still punching above our weight. We're just, you know. Okay, so this is exactly not what I wanted to do, and I need to change things immediately because I can't have any of these folks getting diseased. Oh boy. Okay, what's the plan? Plan is I'm gonna have these folks switch places with Ursula. Herman, you can stay where you are. Ursula now has 2 experience stars, which improve her morale, attack skill, defense skill. Yeah, so she's getting stronger. So by taking on these little guys and giving her some experience, we're actually making her tougher. Kate, Chow Gamer, Gus, and Devon Cop, I will forgive you for fleeing from the battle. It was a tough battle, anyway. Bennett Crack, I gave you some Earth Boots. You were the first recipient of those, which raised your Earth Magic up to 3. Unfortunately, it doesn't do much for you. Even with some Earth Power at Earth 4, the best you can do is just a slightly better Blade Wind than anyone else. Which is not what we're really expecting, but... Okay, so they have a fort here, which is a pretty good location for a fort, so good for them. The throne... Ursula can handle whatever they throw at us here, but here I want my mages to have a little bit of protection. So I'm going to spend all my turn's money on that. Remember, I am raising troops but before the turn even starts, so money's coming from there. Okay, Kanice Plain, I got a site. No, that's not Kanice Plain. Enchanted Well, 1 water. Where was my other water site? Anidra. No kidding. Ah, here. An enchanted well. There are quite a few enchanted wells around here. Alright, we're just going to siege this fortress for a bit. Bert and Enki are hanging out here, trying to raise some troops, but I don't have a lot of money, so they're just going to continue to hang out there. Alright. What's new? Okay, Killer Mantis. They are a magical creature. They are mindless. They are stealthy. They are poison resistant, and they are undisciplined. They're not amazing, but they do have a magic attack. And obviously excellent morale. They'll never run. Their defense and protection, however, means that when the hurt comes toward them, they're not going to last too long. And here are my Leogryphs. They are undisciplined, and they're animals. Nothing more fancy than that. My Beastmasters should give them some morale, which is already pretty high at 16. But again, defense, protection. They're basically just chaff to stand in front of my armies and take arrows and such. Ningal, he's new, but still no good randoms. Really nothing helpful. Have you research. Still plenty of earth gems, so earthy. Let's get a Thistle Mace to benefit my earth mages. Let's get 2 of those. Okay. Shara. Research. Good. Okay. Here we have... I don't know if I'm ready yet to move these guys out. And Nil still doesn't have enough troops for me to be comfortable. I'm going to wait one more turn. We're doing okay in the south front anyway. Alright. Oh, one thing I did want to show you is I created 2 new magical items. The Ranger's Cloak, and I thought I was doing the Ranger's Boots, but the Ranger's Cloak gives you a stealth boost of plus 30. Now, I was asked in the comments by Chaos Dwarf, I believe, how to keep scouts alive. So remember now that my scouts start with stealth of 40. So if they put on this cloak, their stealth goes up to 70, which makes them that much harder for province defense to locate. Now, if you add the nature boots to that, or the ranger's boots, they get another 20 stealth plus forest survival, which means they go through forest quickly. I think they might already be able to do that, but let's get these boots. So now, when I create a new scout, I'm going to have him. He's going to be hopefully undetectable. All right, you can research Shahar. Let's try another gnome lore. Okay, Pizux still hasn't been checked. Look, oh, out of earth gems. Great. Those are the ones I really need too. A lot of really good summons. Also, you'll notice that Saromesha has invaded the ocean. All right, enter. A lot going on, a lot of battles. Okay, gnome lore. Yes, Pizux has an earth sight. Wick has a astral sight. Old Man Mountains has a water sight. 3 sights in one turn, that's great. Midge Fens. Arco versus, well, depending on when they attacked, either my whole army or just Ursula. Just Ursula. Okay, and she's got quite a few to take out. This should be fun. Let's see if she's got what it takes. She has the right stuff. Okay, the Icarids attacked her right away, and you'll notice that they are entangled. That is because of her shield. They attacked her and became entangled. Did they hit her? No, they did not. Okay, just needs the Iron Skin. Come on. Alright, she's ready to go. And you notice they're barely able to hit her anyways because of her awe. Now, the Icarids supposedly have high morale. Or not the Icarids, the Pegasus Riders. But she's tearing them up. This is good. Let's see how she handles the chariots. Interesting. Awe even stops trample. Although I'm not sure if they'd be able to trample her anyways because she's so large. Man. They're killing themselves with friendly fire. This is pretty fun. I'm pretty confident in you, Ursula. I can fast forward the battle. And all by herself, she has caused them to flee, and she, not content to simply win the battle, is chasing them off the field. Ah, yes. Praise Ursula. Ursula took out 40 units all by herself, including an engineer, 8 archers, 5 ogres, 3 chariots. She's doing quite well. Griffa. Okay, this is my giant mage army and province defense versus a pretty anemic force here. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Someone got hit. Urkel got hit, but also Ariogenes. But no afflictions. So while both of you were damaged, you will completely recover. Well, actually, Urkel is just a random name. That's not one of my commenters. Okay. So we lost nothing. But still, I'm not able to protect my men against flying troops. I guess I just need more troops for that to work. Okay, Ursula. Undiseased. I'm glad to see that. Defense, please. Okay, our income seems to be going up. Claim the throne, Ursula. Okay, I'm going to gather troops for one more turn over here. I don't even remember where all my found sites were. I think, okay. No, these are already here. Maybe White Peaks? The Mines of Superior. Pazux, Wick, and Old Man Mountains. Okay. So, Pazux, we found Pyramid of Light? No, that was already there. Well, we found something. Wick, Library of Time. Yes. Oh, yes. See, folks, I've been waiting to show you a really cool site, and we finally have one. We have a Shadow Seer recruitment, 4 Astral Pearls, and this will reveal all score graphs. Not that it matters to us, because we can see them anyway, but still. Shadow Seer. 3 Astral. Ethereal. Stealthy. They're expensive, and they're weaker than nothing, but 3 Astral. Now Zatanna is not my only Astral Mage. I can start equipping my armies with Astral Mages. I can start creating more Astral Artifacts. Finding a site like this in certain games can really turn the game around. Had I not had Zatanna, my hero, this would have changed the whole nature of the game for me, finding this site. And they can be recruited at any time. Oh, they are slow to recruit. Interesting. Alright. Okay. Still, one more turn. One more turn. My mages with Province Defense can handle it. And Old Man Mountains. Here we go. We found a boiling bog. Fire and water gems. I'll take it. Okay. Research. Just put all into conjuration. I want to keep these guys suck at researching, so I want to keep them doing useful things. No, no earth boots. We need earth gems. This will come in handy. More Leogryphs. Alright, next turn. Okay, Conjuration. Ursula's claimed the Throne of Flames. No more magic sites. 1 new magic site in Sleeping Wold. Another water site. Leogryphs. And no one wanted to attack us today. I can understand why. Okay, Ursula. Still not diseased. Very good. Take these guys out. Meanwhile, you guys hang tight here. We are going to move out. Did that not work? Okay, not sure why he can't move, but whatever. These should not be set to card commander. Hold an attack closest. Hold an attack closest. Okay, so if you'll remember, Anil has the Summer Sword, which creates supply. Very useful. And, you know, well, no, he's in the middle of our troops. I don't have to worry about him. Okay. So, Jaylee, Anil, and Bennett Crack, and also Kish, Warlock Magnus, and Ishtaran are going to battle. Oh, and now we can contact forest trolls, which are cool. Summon troops. I'll show you what they look like, because I have plenty of nature gems. And I can also summon Hamadryads, which, why not? I'll do it, but they are not something you want a lot of because they have what's called homesickness, meaning if they leave the province that they're recruited in, they start losing hit points, which isn't great. Okay, Alright. We're still destroying this gate. We have some money finally, so let's recruit some troops here. Oh, we have a lot of money. Where did it all come from? Okay, that's good for these areas. Okay, so I think they're allowed to cross the river here, because you can see we're in 3 cold, which means the river is frozen over. It's wintertime. My Dominion is supposed to counteract that, being hot, but as you'll see here, I have no Dominion candles here, and I'm actually at negative Dominion here. My Dominion kind of stops at this river. So let's put this up to 11, just to have something there. Okay. Well, I seem to be running out of time. A lot has transpired. We are moving along. Ursula is a dynamic force of awesomeness. Praise be her name. So I will come back soon. Thank you so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Have a good one, folks.